I am a big proponent, you know this, of making your life good for yourself in all different avenues, and I am a true believer that energy is very important, and constriction of energy is something that really gets in our way, and I'll make more sense of that in a few minutes based on our next guest. We have Bonnie Reich from Symmetry Closets, who is just an expert at this. Bonnie started her career in custom closet industry in about 2001 and wanted to start as a temporary shift in a design career, and it became fascination. She started her own firm called Symmetry Closets, and I'm going to just leave it at that for now because Bonnie is a designer, and I just want to jump right in and get to our conversation because I love this conversation. You are a professional space planner.
Correct.
That is fantastic. And this is a totally woman-operated and owned
Yes.
company.
Yes, it is.
And tell us a little bit about how you got here, how you ended up in Holbrook. Tell us all about that.
Okay, so this is the fourth time we moved, I think. So like most American stories, I could build a better mousetrap, worked in the industry, and I was like, oh, 30 years, I was like, I could do this better. So I started in my home office and garage until we were at the rafters of the garage and had to bring in more people, and then just sort of built it gradually. Made a small move to a kitchen cabinet showroom, and that worked for a little while, but I still couldn't have the whole company all together.
Right.
The truck was in one place and design part of the business was in another, and that didn't work well. So then we moved to Farmingdale, and we were there for 3 years. And then I decided that I really needed a bigger expansion and big equipment, and decided to come out to Holbrook. And
Nice.
Here we are.
Nice. Now in Holbrook, you have a factory facility. You actually make these closets. They're not kits.
Right. Well, actually, sometimes we'd say factory, but more precisely, I like to say fabricate, because this is a custom business. So we're not making the same closet, 1,000 times. We're
Right.
making one closet at a time for each individual customer, depending on what sizes they need, what those needs are, colors, textures. It's all based on personal choice.
It's beautiful.
One at a time.
It's beautiful. I love your showroom, and that ironing closet is just the bomb. The tie hanger, the sunglass drawers, the drawers that are lit. I'm excited. We'll get back to that in a second for those of you who are listening. So corralling your clutter. This is something that you do so well. And we sit there and walk into this closet that's not functional, and you can shave so many hours out of your life trying to look for something if you have this type of a system, correct?
Yes, that is the idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My favorite story is your utensil story. Tell us the utensil story, because that really
Right.
kind of puts it in a nice little bubble.
So I told you the analogy. So
Yeah.
I try to explain to people, why custom closets, like why is it important? You could have a lot of words, but sometimes a picture, right, says 1,000 words. So we are very much a visual type of company. I explained this one day to a designer who just said, "Oh my God, I love it! Now I could tell my clients why it's
Oh,
important."
it's perfect.
I said, "Okay, so imagine you're in your kitchen and you open up the cutlery drawer and there's no organizer in it, just all the spoons and the knives and the forks, and everything's just thrown in there, and you're looking for that particular teaspoon of that sugar spoon, and now you're throwing everything out, it's all over the place." Nobody does that, right? No person does that.
Right. My heart's palpitating.
Right.
My OCD's kicking in.
Anytime, right, so, you buy a new kitchen, you expect to have that, beautiful organizer in it.
Yeah.
You're certainly going to buy one aftermarket, right? Nobody's going to function like that. Same thing with closets. So we don't think about it like that because nobody showed us to do that. But now people are realizing how important it is. If you move into a house, if all you have is a wood rod, stretching across 5-6 feet,
Yeah.
and a shelf, and then you're saying, "I don't understand why I can't get organized. Why is everything on the floor and all over and spilling?" Well, because you don't have that same principle. So it's just like a cutlery drawer, except standing up vertically, and that's what we do. We take whatever space we have. Like in a reach-in closet, it's easy to think about that because it's only one wall versus a walk-in, right?
Right.
So it's a lot simpler, but think of that, you open up your closet door, and what we do is we take that space and we divide it into sections. And then we subdivide it horizontally, assigning each section, now each space, a specific job,
Right.
just like a coverage.
And it's a lot easier, so when I'm emptying my dishwasher in my kitchen, I know where my plates are going, and I know where my cups are going, and I
Right.
know where my utensils are going.
Right, so when you come in with the dry cleaning, or you're bringing that folded
Right.
laundry up from, you know, your, wherever your machine is, same thing, you should be able to just walk over to your closet and know exactly where everything goes, and that way you have that map in your mind, you always see it, I mean, open the door, there it is.
And it
everything
makes
where
it
you
easier,
expect it.
because you know exactly where it's gonna be, and you know exactly where it's supposed to be, and you know where to go when you need it.
Right, and making it easy means less stress.
Yeah.
I know sometimes this kind of sounds, I know, even to myself, sometimes I talk about this stuff, and it sounds a little, you know, I don't know, maybe a little indulgent, but it's really not, because we're all under a lot of pressure, we're all under a lot of time pressure.
Yeah.
I too like to get that extra 15 minutes of sleep. And if I'm searching for that particular, you know, pair of pants or the particular, you know, blouse I wanna wear, if I'm like looking all over the place for it,
Sure.
now I'm just adding a lot of stress. By the time I get out of the door, I'm already kind of on fire versus having a nice, easy morning.
Yeah, well, I always use the picture, because you had said, you know, we're very picturesque, and
Mhm.
images help. You know, the carry closet with all the shoes,
Mhm.
and I'm a shoe lover, so that is a dream closet for me, where you walk in and you can see all your options. Now I kind of go around things until I get my system put into my closet, which it's common, I just have to put the floors first. But it's being able to see all my shoes, being able to find my pocketbooks, being able to know where the dresses are versus the skirts, and they're not interwoven, although they are not right now. It makes it really difficult because there's no separation, and I really do have to still do a little bit as organized as mine is. It still requires you to look for it. It sucks up time.
It sucks up a lot of time.
Yeah, and if you could reduce that, and it's not just bedroom closets. I have to ask you a question before I go to the next question. I heard, I'm not sure where I heard it, but that the kitchen is the place that you started with this type of organizing, and now it's gone into bedrooms and other closets,
Well,
like pantries and.
The only insofar as conceptually,
Okay.
you know, so I think that.
You're,
that
I have to
concept
tell the
of-
listeners, you are an architect and an interior
Well,
designer.
I don't practice architecture anymore.
Yes, but you were,
I-
right? Yeah.
Yes, I went
Yeah.
to school and trained.
That counts.
I worked in the industry for 10 years. No, it does count. It helps me tremendously. I have a really good background,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of why I love I love the planning side and I love the building side. I love all of it. And I like people, so it's fun to do the sales side as well.
And I love to see how you light up when you talk about what you do, because you really do.
I
don't
do
know if
really
you know.
like it.
You
No, I
can
know, I
tell,
know.
you have a passion.
Yeah, well, I've been, you know, doing it a long time, but more than that, I really just enjoy it. It's a fun business because you meet different people every day, and everybody, you know, you think you've seen it all, and yet there's always something a little bit different about everybody's particular situation
Yeah.
that always keeps it really interesting. So, you know, I've designed thousands of closets, and yet I still, every time I have, even simple stuff, there's always something, just something that makes each one a little bit
And
interesting.
that's what I love about what you do versus some of the other closet organizer type companies. You're really a solution provider. You provide
Mhm,
solutions
right.
to people, and you make their lives better. And I know that you used to have a slogan, bring balance to your life,
Mhm.
and now your new slogan for your firm is?
Storage with style.
There you go. It's a lot of style. It's beautiful. If you get a chance to go down to the showroom, you should go down there. You have to make it an appointment, I believe, but you need to go down and see it. It is beautiful. It looks like furniture. That's how beautiful that it is. So, and it's not just our closets. It's also pantries, and the garage system is to die for. I love that. This is a good time of year to think about your garage, about your storage sheds,
Anywhere.
to put that down, your basements, to keep everything organized and in its place, so you just easily know, okay, you know, the bicycles are here, they're hung here, you're not tripping over them, which I used to do.
Anywhere where you need organization. I mean, you know, closets are like the main thing. Everybody's got actually quite a few of them in their house. They all, can be thought about better and function a lot better. We do lots of whole house projects. Folks that are moving into new homes usually want to have, want to consider, all of the closets. Even very simple, like people don't realize that. Well, I'm just going to put a rod and shelf in there. It's like it's only a 36-inch closet, and if you let us do the double hanging section, you just turned your 36 inches into 72 inches, and people go, oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. That's twice the storage space. So even something very simple, relatively inexpensive, can make a tremendous difference.
Yeah, and then you've heard the expression, I never have enough closet space. Well, you will if you use a system like this. You'll have enough closet space.
Well, you will, and it'll help you, right, and it helps get organized. And it, it doesn't matter whether you have, like, some people say, oh, I don't have that big giant master closet, so why do I need an organizer? If you have a big giant master closet, you really need an organizer, or it's just going to become a giant black hole. But from every size, whether it's room-sized closets, we do a lot of bedroom conversions. A lot of people have 4 or 5 bedrooms homes. Kids, they move out, they go to college. It's a great opportunity to finally get that reward for yourself, that dream closet. And we do pantries and mudroom spaces, linen closets, basement storage, playrooms, all types of organization. We do some garage work as well. We don't do kitchens, we don't do bathroom vanities, we do laundry rooms. That's a big one.
I want to keep talking about this. You are listening to Healthy Lifestyle on Long Island News Radio 103.9. I am Lori-Ann Casdia, and we're here with Bonnie Reich from Symmetry Closets. That's Symmetry Closets. They can find you on the web, right? SymmetryClosets.com.
Correct.
Excellent. And I do know you're on social media. I believe we're going live right now on social media. So hi, everybody.
Hi, Facebook Live.
Yes. So back to organizing and flexibility. Tell us some of those recent success stories. I know you have a lot of successes, so try to narrow it down to like 1 or 2 successes, because the transformation is amazing. Not only are you transforming the closet or the area, but you also transform people's lives because you really change it. You make it better. Talk about that.
Well, success stories are kind of, we deal a lot in success stories. So anybody who goes to our reviews online, and we have lots of them. We have, a few hundred reviews out there across all different platforms, Facebook and Angie's List, Yelp. I mean, anybody who looks up Symmetry Closets reviews will be really happy they did if you think about working, with a closet company, because we really do aim to, just have really happy clients, and do what we say we're going to do. We really pride ourselves on being reliable, trustworthy, clean, professional.
Your installers are all yours. You don't farm out the work.
No, everything is done by us, by our Symmetry Closets family. So, we have success stories really every day. I mean, our clients are very, very happy. But,
it's all made in USA too, right?
Right here in Old Brook.
Yes, all the products are from USA.
I had one client years ago who had one of her kids. She had I don't know what the issue was, but she was very, very short, like really way shorter than her age. So she was just not growing, at the same rate, and even she looked so much younger than her younger sister, and her mom and I had done some other work in the house, and she's like, is there anything you could do to help her? And I was like, well, yeah, let's reorganize the closet, and we didn't do anything so unusual. Insofar as we just brought the shelving down to where she could reach it, brought the rod down to where you could reach it. You don't realize that when you have a rod and shelf put in, when you buy a house, a contractor is going to put that rod up between 62 and 68 inches. Well, if you're really short, look, I'm only 5'4". I can have a problem with something trying to reach that upper shelf. So, now here, if you're 12 years old, you should be able to get dressed, right? By yourself.
Sure.
You have to call mom, like a little kid. So that's like one of those things that, it wasn't expensive. It didn't take much time. It just took a little thought, and
gave her independence.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's really nice. That passion you have for solving those problems, and you personally go over every design for your designers, and you prove that?
I used to be the only designer. Then, I had a partner for a few years, and, he actually wound up leaving the company, and because he moved away, just moved out of the state.
That happens.
But so we've always held the design part of it pretty close, because it's really important. Like I approach the company as we're not in the business of cutting shelves, although we do that's secondary. It's really about coming up with great solutions. So
and you do.
Now I have designers working for me, but yes, we go over everything, we review everything, just trying to make sure that we're providing the best possible solution that we can.
That's great, and I like how everything is built specific for each client.
Mhm.
It's not, it's not a kit, as we said before. It's not, you're not pulling it out of a box someplace because there's 20,000 of the same made.
Well, we have, and that's really kind of interesting, so this is somehow, I train myself, train my designers, you have to know your customer.
Yeah.
If you're meeting with, let's say there's a couple and you're meeting with one person, you have to know if that other person is, 5'2", 6'2", 6'8". I've had customers that tall.
Yeah.
And you have to really spend a little time getting to know people, because when you get to know people, they'll tell you. You have to ask them, what are your habits? How am I supposed to know you like to put your shoes on the top shelf?
Yeah, right.
Well, if you're 6'8", that kind of makes sense. But you have to ask those questions,
Right.
and then you know how to design.
Well, that's the difference. There's that personal service that you just can't, get
It should
when you
be
buy those
seamless.
kits or go to IKEA. Although IKEA has its place, but this is something that's going to be a permanent solution in your house. So it should be personal.
Permanent solution, and it should work for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Talk about the accessories. I am just enamored with
That's
this.
the best part.
Oh my gosh, so much fun! Getting right to everything. Everything has a place. Not losing my sunglasses. Not losing, jewelry. Having the lighting is exquisite. It's just exquisite. And those touch straws. Let's talk about all the different.
So one of the reason why.
What are they called?
Soft close.
Soft close. Okay.
Everybody has it in their kitchens today, so it's something that we do offer.
Soft
our
close. You
clients.
just touch it and it goes and it shuts. It's beautiful.
We do offer our clients a soft close option on drawers and doors. So the reason we changed our tagline is, I think bring balance to your life. That kind of talks about the that part of it that is about relieving the chaos in your life, and that's still very, very important. But I changed it to storage with style because we've gone through several different iterations, and we keep growing and expanding and offering more options, more variety in color and textures, and just higher and higher style. So the things that you like lighting. Now, if you go to the shows, you'll see that the high-end kitchens, everything is lit today. The higher end stuff. So every drawer you open, doors, and you go to those cabinet design shows. That's what you're seeing in kitchen design. So we're offering that as an option in closets. Certainly, when you have some glass doors, everybody should think about it. It may seem again a little bit over the top, but there's a real practical side to why do interior cabinet lighting. Yes, it is a bit more work. Yes, it's a bit more money. But as you get older, it does get harder to see.
Yes.
And what a difference it makes. Even I wasn't a believer until I started installing it in my own showroom. And I'm like, wow, this really does make a difference. When you're looking for that little thing in the back of the cabinet, when you have a light in there, and how much easier it is than where's my cell phone light?
Yeah,
so
that's true.
And then everything's lit. So it's pretty cool. We have different options for that as well. So,
also, some of the lighting in the units, I noticed it also acts as a little bit of ambiance. So you can leave that lighting on and shut your overheads off or shut the lamps off, and you still have that nice warm glow. So it's beautiful lighting.
We do, quite a lot of home offices. Very, very important. That's a really great feature that anybody doing a home office should at least consider doing. Built-in task lighting, so much nicer. You can hide the wires, get remote control. It's just a more seamless experience.
If a customer wants to come and speak to you, how do they get in touch with
They
you?
can always reach us at symmetryclosets.com. They can fill out a form. They can find us, on the web. We're really easy to find. Or call us at 631-608-8999.
One more time with that?
631-608-8999.
Excellent. That's a good number to have,
Not
right?
bad, I
And if
know.
you see the trucks around, you can't miss them. They say Symmetry Closets all over them. So, and you probably do see them in your neighborhood. And if you don't, you should, because this is a really amazing system. And you are a wonderful person, Bonnie. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll come back and tell us more about all these new accessories and things we can do to organize our life, because as I said before, clutter constricts our energy, and we don't want to restrict or constrict our energy. Thank you so much for joining us today on Healthy Lifestyle. I want to thank my guests today and of course our producer Brian. Thanks Brian. Join us next Saturday right here on LI News Radio 103.9 at 3 p.m. In the meantime, follow us and send comments to us on social media at Healthy Lifestyle with LA. Remember to do a little something for yourself every day. Maybe get a closet system. It starts there. It doesn't have to be big, but definitely take a moment and do something for yourself every day. That's why systems like Symmetry closets are important, because that is for you. It'll make your day better, create the habit, create the new balance, and thank you again for joining us on Healthy Lifestyle. Lorianne, until next time, show up for you and show up big.